So hello, this is my poem about an art that reveals the human person, and basically the human person is me. So this is a poem called "The Mathematics of the Natural World" by Winona Lamage. So yeah, as a civil engineering student who's taking a lot of math classes, the art that I chose to do is a linguistic one. So it kind of shows a certain level of dimension of diversity in one skill. Um, Not only that of mathematics, but also linguistics. That's why I chose to make a poem. So yeah, it's a piece of art that reveals the human person in the midst of scientific and technological process. So this is my poem. Let me read it. Sorry, forgot to put this in. This format. So the poem goes like this. In all its glory, the natural world reveals itself to the human mind. In the wake of new beginnings, of new discoveries, arise power grasped in the hands of the curious ones. And the world becomes more and more complex, fascinating, and even awe-inspiring phenomena. Yet, as we grasp more and more, we are awakened to the deepest trenches of the complexities of the natural world. We learn our minuteness in the middle of it all, and for some it strikes terror, for others it liberates. One unit of knowledge gained is one unit of knowledge that is multiplicatively effective to humanity. And as one unit is subdivided into two, it is exponentially effective. The natural world reveals itself in a model that knows no bounds, like a function without limits. Yet, as the unimaginable power science brings, those who grasp it are bounded by responsibility. And like a one-to-many function, the natural world affects us as the human beings we are. For better or worse, only humans can dictate, or maybe science. So it's a kind of poem that communicates to us how the natural world affects those who try to pursue the knowledge of science. And it says here that having new discoveries bring about power in the person who are curious about it. But as we know more and more, the more we become less ignorant, the more we become aware of those around us. It makes us mature, and it makes us think, and not only think but realize how much or how little do we really know. It's a kind of paradox. People who think they know a lot, they actually know little. While those who know more and more, they not only think, but they know, and they're very well aware of the fact that they know little, and that the world is huge, vast, not just the world, but the universe and the galaxies beyond it. And it makes them realize that we are just one small dot in a unquantifiable existence that cannot ever even be modeled, no matter how advanced science and technology may be. And that knowledge, that awareness can give two effects to people. It can either strike terror, and it could be liberating. And here it shows also how there is a mathematical expression of knowledge. That knowledge is multiplicatively effective to the modern world, to society. But at the same time, if you start to want to discover more and you divide more of the concepts and learn more of the minuteness of things, it becomes an exponential effect to those around us. And that science or the natural world knows no bounds. In it of itself, it knows no bounds. But as humans, living in a society, we are bounded by responsibility. And like a one-to-many function, the natural world affects us. So we affect the natural world, but the natural world also affects us in ways that are, multiples, maybe even. And for better or worse, this is the hypothetical dilemma. Who can tell if science and technology affects us for better or worse? Is it the humans that dictate how we are affected, or science itself? So the piece of art is a linguistic representation of a perception of a student in the modern world as she tries to bask in the awe of the natural world and the quantitative scientific study of it in relation to technology. It is considered a good piece because it connects the natural world mathematically expressed using linguistics, so those who are inclined in language can appreciate its glory. The piece of art reveals the face of the human person in the midst of the modern world by describing how the natural world reveals itself to its inhabitants. It also describes the experience of those who grasp it to a philosophical dissonance within the person who experiences it. It shows the depths of scientific discovery and its relation to those who are benefactors, and those are humanity basically. So the pressing issue is scientists who went crazy because of their grasp of knowledge and scientists who use it for good. An example is John Forbes Nash Jr., who experienced schizophrenia after developing game theory. Isaac Newton is also an example of one who experienced depression and paranoia. Albert Einstein, on the other hand, is an example of how he uses knowledge for good, as he's deeply entrenched in socialism. J. Robert Oppenheimer used his knowledge in physics to create the atomic bomb, which were used to bomb people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II. He later expressed moral regrets about it. So thank you, and that is the art that I created. When I was a kid, I used to like making poems. So today, I created a poem.